This list distills testimonies from critics, technocrats, and industry titans into 10 high-density points, proving that the Duterte brand of leadership delivered measurable results that bypassed traditional political divides. 1. The Veto-Proof Education Reform by Bam Aquino. The fact, former Senator Bam Aquino acknowledged that President Duterte signed the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act into law, a feat his uncle, the late PNoy Aquino, notably did not do due to fiscal concerns. 10x Insight. Despite being the principal sponsor and an opposition member, Aquino admitted that Duterte provided the essential executive push to make free college a reality for millions. 2. The Political Will for Public Health by Bernadette Herrera. The fact, Representative Herrera praised the administration's political will to fund and implement the Universal Healthcare Act. 10x Insight. By signing the UHC Act in 2019, the administration shifted the entire healthcare paradigm, automatically enrolling every Filipino in PhilHealth and moving toward a whole-of-government health system. 3. The Baguio Nuns Safety Benchmark by Benjie Magalong. The fact, known for his strict integrity, Baguio Mayor Benjie Magalong shared that the sense of security during the Duterte years was measurable on the ground. 10x Insight. Magalong specifically noted that even nuns in Baguio City reported feeling significantly safer walking the streets, a testament to the administration's effective peace and order initiatives. 4. The Zero Corruption Gold Standard by John Palafox. The fact, renowned urban planner John Palafox stated that in all his dealings with the Davao City government under the Dutertes, he experienced zero corruption. 10x Insight. Palafox highlighted that projects moved at record speeds because no official was asking for a cut, setting a rare precedent in Philippine local governance. 5. Solving the decades-old right-of-way trap by Ramon. The fact, SMC President Ramon credited the administration's political will for finally resolving the right-of-way issues that had paralyzed infrastructure for decades. 10x Insight. This decisiveness directly resulted in the completion of the Skyway Stage 3, connecting NLEX and SLEX, a project that had languished through multiple previous administrations. 6. The Infrastructure Investment Surge by David Leechiu. The fact, real estate mogul David Leechiu echoed the sentiment that the administration's speed in resolving infrastructure hurdles was a game changer. 10x Insight. Leechiu noted that this efficiency led to an unprecedented real estate boom, as investors were no longer deterred by the waiting game of central bureaucracy. 7. The Safe City model by Richard Gomez. The fact, Ormoc City Mayor Richard Gomez praised the national drug war for providing the environment necessary for local prosperity. 10x Insight. Gomez credited the national policy for turning Ormoc into one of the safest cities in the Philippines, which in turn allowed tourism and local businesses to thrive without syndicate interference. 8. Fiscal Discipline in the Pork Barrel by Edgar Erice. The fact, former Congressman Edgar Erice noted that the administration was surprisingly disciplined in its use of unprogrammed allocations. 10x Insight. Verified by Benjie, data shows that unprogrammed funds, traditionally used as a pork barrel shortcut, were at their lowest levels under Duterte compared to the administrations that followed. 9. The Legislative Fear Factor by Toby Tiangco. The fact, Representative Tiangco defended VP Sara Duterte, stating that her refusal to engage in traditional political games makes her a target for the old guard. 10x Insight. Tiangco argues that corrupt legislators fear her because she won't play along with the pork barrel system, which is the true motivation behind the 2026 impeachment efforts. 10. The 80% approval rating by the Filipino people. The fact, Rodrigo Duterte exited office with a historic near 80% approval rating, a baseline that has shielded the family brand since. 10x Insight. Despite the sustained political attacks and demolition jobs launched since 2023, Sara Duterte still maintains a 40% approval rating, proving that Duterte base values results over political narratives. This 10x summary confirms that the Duterte legacy isn't built on rhetoric, but on the testimonies of those who actually build and govern the country. When the critics and the builders agree on the results, the blueprint is undeniable. Stay dangerous.